Our next inductee is in the category of education. John Lahey is the former president of Quinnipiac University and past chairman of the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade. Let's learn a little bit more about President Lahey.
John L. Lahey's grandfather was a master stonemason from Knocklesmore, County Kerry. His father was an expert bricklayer from the Bronx. It was obvious that the craft was in the family. It was no wonder then that John would be tempted to try the trade himself. Hard-working, but not showing much promise, John's father gave him this advice. "You're smart. I think your future is in education." As it turns out, his father was right.
One of the memorable moments at Quinnipiac was the arrival on March 29th of John Lahey. There was a lot of pressure as to what the new guy was going to do. John was new to Quinnipiac. We were new to him. Nobody knew what to expect, but we knew we needed something.
First thing that we said to John Lahey was, if you're really serious about having a program in communications, we need a facility.
After I finished the Eklund building, I told the business school, I'll get you a new building after I finish that building.
Though he may not have been very good at literal bricklaying, Lahey has proven to be a master at a more conceptual sort of building. He built a law school, an engineering school, and a medical school.
By '92, when we opened the London School of Business Center, it not only had great facilities for our School of Business, but it also had a broadcast facility for our School of Communications. The main thing I'm proud of is the totality of what we've accomplished. Transforming a small local college into a major national university is something I think not only I, but hopefully all of us, whether we're alums or current students or current faculty or staff or members of the board, can all look back on the last 30 years and be proud of what we've accomplished. I still think Quinnipiac's best years are ahead of us.
Lahey has also devoted significant time and talent to his Irish roots.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sean Lane, and I am the chairman of the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade. I can think of no one more deserving of being recognized by the Irish American Hall of Fame. When I think of John Lahey, the first two words which best describe him to me are vision and tenacity. Over and over again, John has seen things that other people didn't think were possible, and he made them happen. This probably started with his marriage to his lovely bride, Judy. Obviously, he's done this for both Quinnipiac University and New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade as well. We all know John served the New York City Parade for over 30 years. During this time, he was personally responsible for the funding, handling the media, providing strategic direction and modernization, which has helped restore the reputation of the parade and protect the parade's future.
He brought together one of the country's largest collections of art and literature, portraying to An Gata Mór, Ireland's great hunger. It contains over 700 volumes, historic and contemporary texts, and a growing number of works of art. He was honored by President Michael Higgins of Ireland with the Distinguished Service Award for his work. It would seem that John Lahey has proven a success at building after all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to welcome Dr. John L. Lahey into the Irish American Hall of Fame for his achievements in the field of education.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Lahey. There you go. It's all yours, John.
Well, thank you for this very, very special honor. I can't tell you how appreciative I am of this evening and what it means to me. You know, I've always felt that the three great Irish American cities in the United States were Boston, New York, and Chicago. And I've been very fortunate and blessed to be recognized in my hometown of New York on many occasions, and even in Boston a couple of times. But I must say, I never imagined, even once, that I would be honored here in the great city of Chicago, a city that Irish America built over many, many years. And I can say, based on my experience tonight, Chicago Irish American throws a bigger and a better party and celebration than New York and Boston combined. Let me also commend the Irish American Heritage Center here. You know, I grew up in New York at a time when, frankly, I thought everyone was Irish. I mean, my neighborhood, the cop on the beat was Irish, the fireman down the street was Irish, all my nuns at St. Margaret's School were Irish, the priest at St. Margaret's Parish, my coaches in the Catholic Youth Organization. It was a lot easier back then to make sure we celebrate and recognize the enormous contributions that Irish America has made to make this country the greatest country in the world. But as we all know, those Irish neighborhoods don't exist, at least to the same degree and extent that they did 50 or 100 years ago. So the work of this Heritage Center is even more critical today. So I really am enormously impressed by this facility and all the programming, including tonight's event. And I just want to encourage the Irish American Heritage Center here in Chicago to continue their good work. It's absolutely critical that we keep alive and educate future generations about all that Irish America has meant to this great country. And finally, let me just thank Dave Nelson and his wife Deborah here. They've surprised me and joined me. Dave is a distinguished graduate of Quinnipiac University, a former member of our Board of Trustees, and they're dear, dear friends. And of course, my wife, who was mentioned in that video, thankfully, my wife of 54 years this coming August 16th. So whatever little I did accomplish in this world, I didn't do it alone, and Judy deserves an awful lot of credit. So thank you again for a special evening.
Right. Our next inductee may not be a household name, but you've heard of the Shannon Rovers, right? Really? They piped you in. We're not getting, everybody hasn't heard of the Shannon Rovers? I know you're eating, but they're not going to take your food if you clap once or twice. It's okay.